with Schroeder, but the huge sequence in that first period put him in that huge hole, and Schroeder just took advantage of the position.
And Purdue off to a sparkling start. They lead it 6-0. So we go to 133 pounds. Jacob Rundell, the freshman out of Oak Park, Illinois, goes for the Boilermakers. In 6th ranked, Sammy Alvarez, the sophomore out of Garfield's by way of St. Joe's Regional High School. Last year, 26 wins for the Scarlet Knights, 1-0 so far this season. Major decision victory, 14-3 over Jordan Decatur. NCAA qualifier last year, second team All-American. And he'll try to get Rutgers back into this match here early on as they trail 6-0.
Yeah, Alvarez definitely arguably the brightest spot for the Scarlet Knights last season. Put on quite the show at the Big Ten tournament in front of the home crowd last March. Southern Scuffle champion last year as well, so he came on strong as a true freshman. And I don't think we've mentioned it yet, Lou, but this year's a free year for everybody in terms of the I guess you can call it the COVID eligibility. Nobody loses any eligibility this year, so Alvarez still has 3 years after this year if he wants to use all of them.
Minute and a half remaining, period one, at 133 pounds. Purdue coming in ranked 18th in the nation. Rutgers ranked 17th in the nation. Scarlet Knights a tough loss last week on the road against Ohio State, 19-14. Buckeyes number 11 going into that match.
Alvarez did a good job getting his leg free there. We know Alvarez loves to invite these scrambles. That's where he thrives. It's a big part of his wrestling game last year. We've only seen him once so far this year. Of course, you mentioned Louis had the major decision last week against Ohio State, much needed. Rutgers definitely missed him against Michigan to open up the year. But good to see him back in action. Definitely a prime candidate for the podium at 133 this year. Loves these overhook positions, and you saw right there, tried to utilize that one to get Rundell out of position. Try to pick up a low leg single across the body. Beautiful ankle pick there from Alvarez.
And Sammy Alvarez gets the first 2 points of this bout.
And Alvarez, a very, very funky wrestler. He has this leg locked up here. See if he can get a turn. He's got short time.
Only 2 seconds. And period one comes to an end. So Alvarez dominates. He does end the period with a 2-0 lead.
There's that takedown again. Beautiful job. Pick up that ankle, and Rundell had no chance of staying on his feet. And saw across the way Coach Goodale arguing that he should have gotten at least 2 swipes, exposing Rundell's back, but nothing doing. Of course, they won't go to review here.
Rundell on top as we begin period 2, and there's an escape for Alvarez. He goes up 3-0. Mentioned both teams ranked in the top 20. Nick, how about the Big Ten? 12 teams ranked in the top 20 coaches poll.
And just to remind folks, that's 12 teams out of 14 in the entire
Right.
conference.
Exactly.
Only 2 teams aren't ranked. I believe Maryland is one of them, and I can't think of the other one off the top of my head, but pretty much everybody is ranked in this conference. That's how good this conference is. And again, we mentioned how good this conference is. How good is Sammy Alvarez? Another takedown right there. Go up 5-0.
Should mention, too, in this series, Rutgers has had great success against Purdue. They're 4-1 against the Boilermakers.
1 minute remaining, second period.
Unfortunately, that one loss came last year where Purdue got their first win over the Scarlet Knights, winning 20-18.
Sammy Alvarez here, up 5-0. And in case you're just joining us, coming on at noontime, expecting that the match would have started at noontime, the match did start a little earlier. We should mention there's an impending snowstorm coming to New Jersey, and So they're trying to expedite things and get things moving along as quickly as possible so that everyone can kind of get out of here later today before the snow hits. So in case you're just joining us, you did miss Devin Schroeder, who pinned Nick Aguilar to begin the match for Purdue. And they have a 6-0 lead heading into this second bout, which we are now in the 21 seconds in the second period left. 5-0 in favor of Sammy Alvarez. Should catch you up to date.
Alvarez working very nicely on top. And of course, with Rutgers in a 6-0 team hole right now, you know the staff wants Alvarez to get bonus points in this match, get some of those points back.
Second period comes to an end. It is 5-0 in favor of Alvarez. He does have a minute 39 of riding time heading into the third and final period.
Yeah, Rundell went neutral. He does not want to be on bottom of Alvarez, as you saw. He was able to ride him very well. Almost got the turn right at the end of the period. But you could tell Alvarez's game plan right now to get back on top, be controlling, get a couple tilts. Alvarez has those underhooks right there. Rundell doing a good job pushing into him right now. It's constant work right there for Alvarez. As he circled back towards the center and went for a low leg attack.
Approaching a minute remaining here in the third period of the 133-pound bout.
1 minute remaining, third period.
Alvarez trying to go that low leg single again. Rundell ready for it that time. You know, with the riding time, Alvarez only has a 6-0 lead, so it would just be a regular decision. You know, Rutgers wants the bonus points to get back into it, heading into 141. Alvarez definitely active, so he's drawing a stall call here, Lou. Rundell just trying to hang on for dear life.
Final 30 seconds of the third.
Alvarez trying to get creative, trying to get these ankle picks, low leg singles, trying anything. You know, as we mentioned before, very funky wrestler.
Final 15 seconds. Sammy Alvarez on his way to victory. And he will win it with the riding time.
See if he can add one more takedown these last couple seconds.
He wins it by the score of 6-0. So Sammy Alvarez, 6th-ranked wrestler in the nation at 133, improves his record to 2-0. And gets Rutgers back into the match. Scarlet Knights trail 6-3.